welcome, everybody. This is Crack the Code podcast. I'm your host, Denku. I got my homie Roman with me. We're going to talk video games again today. This is episode 2. We thank y'all for coming back. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 1. The last time we got together, we talked about that Indiana Jones shit. I kind of put it down. Sadly.
You didn't finish it?
I did not.
Bro, really?
I didn't. I here's what happened. I was in the zone. I was fucking with it heavy. And then I randomly came across this streamer that got me heavily invested back in playing Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, that's always one. I always go back to that game too. I still play that frequently.
Well, and the thing is, I never beat the game.
Oh, you never finished?
I never finished it. So now that I've gone back to it, I'm moving forward, doing a lot of side shit too, and just randomly doing shit in the game. But yeah, I'm hooked on that right now. Like I'm back to it.
Like, yeah, you know what's crazy?
Like heavily hooked.
Like after you finish the game, obviously, you know, you get the new game plus and you can just kind of free roam or whatever. But you can go back and play the game again and try it in the different camera perspectives. It has a first person mode that is phenomenal. The entire game changes in first person mode. Like the entire game. And it's already amazing. But then to actually have those encounters, like the story, like it's all about like the story elements in the first person camera are phenomenal. Like they are so beautiful. It's like a movie. Like literally when you're like talking to Sandy and you're doing a little dance with Sandy and you're seeing that perspective and riding the horse and just everything you do in there, you know? I mean, yeah, that was pretty wild. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, like the streamer made me straight up wish I had a fast PC and had it on PC because they you know how PC players, they get all those mods. So like he had a dog mod where you can befriend a dog and literally walk around with a dog companion.
Yeah, I've seen stuff similar to that, like in GTA where you can actually beat chop.
Like yeah. So he had a dog. He like added a mod in, and he had a dog, and it's like singing or attacking people when he wants to attack people. Like he can sick it on motherfuckers. Like he can befriend any dog in the game and sick it on people. It's insane. Wow. But it's a mod. It's a mod.
Yeah, do you just like it? Do you prefer like that on the PC because of the modding and the frame rates, or because that game looks amazing on the Xbox, like on the Series X?
No. It looks great on Xbox, and I'm friendly to the Xbox controller, so I'll stay doing that. I'm not gonna go out and get a fast running PC just so I can get mods and shit. I mean, it would be cool, but I'm just saying, it was cool seeing him fuck with these mods.
Yeah.
Play with the mods and shit. So I thought that was kind of cool, but yeah. So that's kind of what I've been on. I mean, what have you been on lately? Like video game?
Well, I did play a little more of that. Indiana Jones got a little further. Those maps like Egypt and stuff, they get real expansive. You know, even though it's still kind of like linear. It's like probably the most open linear game I've ever played.
Yeah,
there's just so much.
Did you get out of Egypt?
No, I'm still in it.
I mean, because that's the thing. Like there was so many missions.
Yeah.
And I was just like I like Indiana Jones. I like the storyline. I like the adventurism and all that. I love all that. It's all super dope. I just, like I said, this streamer got me off it. Like I was playing it heavy, and then I randomly saw this streamer play this Red Dead, and then I'm just sitting in my room before bed, and I'm like, man, you know what? Let me turn this Red Dead back on, and I started fucking with it. And, you know, I got like the sound bar surround sound joint in my bedroom. So playing it with that is even more cold. And then like, I just got hooked, man. I just got hooked because I never went back and played it. And then like the bank robbery shit, like all the crazy shit where you can get money and all this shit. Like it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, and it just it gets crazier. Like there's just some insane moments in there. I wouldn't spoil anything for you. Let you see them. They're pretty amazing. That's why I said too, with that perspective change too. If if you want to go through it again, like I just love going through and just riding around on the horse and just doing little side stuff. And just there's still so much of the map that I haven't seen. And all the different weather conditions. There's streamers that actually make those ASMR videos on Red Dead Redemption where they'll actually like camp out or they'll do their little resting thing where he sets up a little fire or he's just like
Yeah,
laying
yeah, yeah, yeah.
down and they'll sit there for days and days, our time, just leaving it like that, and then play just a little bit of ambience and stuff. And then it's like a 3 hour video of him and you'll see the entire storm come through start to finish. I mean, it's insane. All the dark clouds, every single little haze of light, like you just wouldn't see it if you're playing through the game. But if you actually just stop, because I sit there and watch it fast forward parts, because you see it in real time,
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
it's more time lapsey. But it's insane how the clouds flow through the sky. The storm actually is, you see lightning off in the distance. It's
That's
phenomenal.
crazy that they took the time to do that.
Yeah, they must just leave it on and just let it sit,
Yeah, yeah,
like there was one point, it was like I would say maybe about 2 hours into the video where he's perched up on a window somewhere. He was resting at a window. So the camera just kind of sitting there on him. And then he gets robbed, while he's just sitting there. But obviously there's no animation for him because he's in the mode of, whatever it is, the cinematic mode. But yeah, somebody rolled up on him. Animals will walk up on him, stuff like that. And they'll try to attack him. It's funny, it's just random, but
yeah. The
but yeah,
crazy
one
shit, the craziest shit that happened to me recently in that game is I was there was some bounty hunters. I had a bounty out for me. I'm off on this random road, and these bounty hunters come and attack me, right? And I go off into a field. I chase after them. I shoot one off the horse, and then the other one's on foot. I get off my horse and I run after this dude. I shoot him, kill him. I'm about to go loot their bodies and shit, and all of a sudden, my whole character just falls to the ground. And when I turn around, it's a gigantic grizzly bear on my face.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it just murdered my whole existence. It just jumped on my whole face.
Oh, it didn't give you a chance to fight it?
Oh,
Like it didn't
I
give you that?
fought it off and then I killed it, but
Oh, okay.
I thought I was gonna die. Like it got like that weird, like the different screen color. Like I thought I was done, but like
Yeah,
it came
yeah.
out of nowhere. Like I'm killing these bounty hunters, and I just turn around and this fucking grizzly bear is in my face.
I had that happen. Something similar to that happened to me in the first game. I remember that too because I was, really far into a mission. I killed all these people, and all of a sudden a wolf or something came out right from behind and latched onto me. And then all of a sudden there were three on me. Like literally two more came out of the shrubs
Yeah,
and just ate me. I couldn't even fight them.
I stay on the horse when any wolves are around. I fuck them up off the
Yeah, but
horse.
they'll bite the horse's legs, and then the horse will drop. So
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah, it's probably better to just be able to, shoot them while you're up there, or get away, especially in Red Dead 2, because your horse spooks a lot. Yeah, like
yeah, like the
you'll spook at his shadow.
snakes on
Yeah,
the
like
ground.
and he's going in the opposite direction. Then so it's just like what's going on?
Yeah, like this one shit happened when I was in Saint Denis,
Yeah, Saint Denis.
when I was in there, I'm riding on this horse. Like I have this big motherfucking horse, like huge as fuck. I'm riding in. I'm about to go grab the bounty, um, like the bounty out of the police station to capture to take down a dude or whatever. And I get off the horse, and then there's like a horse and buggy out in front. And then when I get off the horse randomly, the fucking horse in the buggy falls over, right? Falls over off the fucking buggy, gets crazed, runs away, and then my horse runs away, bro. My horse just ran away. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I need you for this fucking bounty shit, and you're gone now.
You can call them back, but sometimes it'll take a little while for them to either like if they go off the map, then they have to respawn. But otherwise, you should loop back around. They usually are pretty attentive to that whistle command or whatever, you know. But when they are out of range, they'll tell you it's out of range. Hey, your horse is too far. Fucker's gone. You know, you can't call them back yet. And then there's like a respawn period or something like that.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
like like if you're like fall off a cliff and you try to get your horse and he was up there, it kind of takes a second for him to come around the corner, you know. So yeah, that's definitely some interesting stuff. But one of the ones I wanted to tell you about that um, I was probably one of the ones that did end up pulling me away from Indiana Jones. And a friend of mine requested it. You know, he was telling me about it. Shout out to Greedo 78. He's telling me about that and RoboCop. Have you played that?
I've not, and I wanted to. It's open world. Is it open
It's
world?
it's still pretty linear, but you get a decent amount to be able to interact with, but it's nothing. I can't even explain it, man. It's like the RoboCop game you've always wanted, the one that they should have always made. Like you're RoboCop. Like if you've ever wanted to feel what it's like to be RoboCop, that's definitely the game. Like for sure. And I remember the old school, like the arcade and like the old Nintendo versions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's those games too. Like this game is those games, but just today. I can't even describe it. But even back then, it's like, this game's a RoboCop game's cool, but I really wish I could be, I wish I could do
So
that, when
does
you're a
it
kid.
like is it like just a new story, or does it take you back to like the
It's a
original
yeah,
story?
it's a new story, but the story takes place around the same time as the original movie. So
So
it
so
falls
you
in
don't
line with it.
like do you have to end I mean, how far in there are you? Do you have to end up fighting like the boss man from the original movie? Like do you fight that guy?
I don't think he's in it. I'm not sure 100%. I'm not too far into it, but from what I've seen, it's
Like did you fight a Ed 209? That's my favorite shit in the
no,
RoboCop.
but I'm pretty sure he's in there. I'm pretty sure I've seen something on that, and it's just amazing how they pull it off. I mean, it looks pretty much like an old RoboCop movie, like the first one. Looks pretty similar to that, and then the violence level is just like when you can shoot off all the different parts of the limbs, so you can blast guys all his hands off and his arm. He's like, Mom! And he's like, his arm's gone. And he's holding up a stump, but he's like, my arm. Like, dude, your arm's over there, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's
Oh
later
man.
like you can mangle them up like that
Yeah,
because they made it like the movie.
I'm gonna have to fuck with it. Is that's not on Game Pass though? It's you ended up buying
No,
it?
I don't. Yeah, I got it, but it was on sale. You know, because when it
Mm,
dropped, I think it was like 50 or 60. It was on a sale for $20.
that was
And
recent or it's still on sale right now?
actually, it might still be on sale. I mean, it
Mm,
was a couple weeks ago, but they do kind of throw that one on sale recently. I've been seeing for that
dang.
price. So once it
I might have
drops
to
on
go
that,
fuck with it because I did want to play it when I saw it. But see, now you're gonna get me off the Red Dead, son. Now you're gonna fuck me up and get me off the Red Dead. And then we got all these other games coming out
it's
like
different though.
yeah.
It is very different. So
I might want to dive in and check it out, man. I was a big RoboCop fan, man. I own all the movies. I did not really I didn't fuck with the new movie. I didn't even watch it. But
yeah, I
the
haven't
old
seen it either.
is it Peter Weller's voice?
Yeah,
Oh, so he does the voice acting,
yep.
which is super dope.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty sure he does a lot of the acting too for the character and stuff like that. But it was crazy because I was like, yeah, when I was playing, I thought, oh, this is gonna be just like kind of a newer story. But then he even has his partner. I forgot the lady's name, but that his partner in the movie, she's in the game, and she looks just like that. I was like, wow, that's great. They did a really good job. Looks just like her,
Dang, she's
and
in
the
the
way,
shit too.
yeah.
Is that chick
So I
still
said,
alive? Is that chick still alive? You think that's like
yeah,
her?
I
Did
think
she
that
do the voice acting too?
I'm not 100% sure if that was her voice, but I'm pretty sure she's still alive.
Um, hold on, let me see real quick. I mean, we got a little
Oh, the
time.
detect or the sergeant, the police sergeant, they're all in there. Like everybody that was in the movie, like is in this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. I'm trying to find RoboCop Rogue City voice actors. Peter Weller. I don't think it is the same girl's voice because it's the only girl actor they have on here is Gina Murray, and she's only known for two other things in 2023. So it's a younger chick. It's definitely not. Let me double check what she looks like. Gina Murray. Um,
Yeah, in the game though, they use the
yeah,
original.
so it's not her. So they use the actual likeness of the chick, but
Yep.
I think this
Yeah.
chick does the voice acting for it. So it's not the actual chick that does the voice acting. But that sounds dope, man. I'm gonna end up having to fuck with it because I wanted to give it a try when I saw it, but like I said, I wasn't. I go through the phase. I play the games when I have downtime. Before we came on a podcast, I showed you two joints that I recorded as far as
Oh
music,
yeah.
and I've been on the music tip because I've been recently inspired, so I've been trying to knock shit out while I'm inspired, and then like
It's the
uh
best time to do it.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
and then towards the end of the night shit, I'll jump on the video game tip and fuck with some shit. But speaking of new games coming out, um there was a small trailer that dropped and then also a follow-up um kind of trailer or fight scene from a game that's coming back, Virtual Fighter. It looks amazing. I don't know what it's going to look like in real time as the actual fight happens in the game, but if it looks anything like the trailers, it's going to be one of the best fighting games ever.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know
they're
like I don't know what they decide to come back and be like we're blowing everything out of water. Like the environmental breaking and shit like that I saw from the concept trailer that they threw out there was insane. Like the fact that you could break part of the environment and then even the environment as a whole made me feel like we're going even beyond Mortal Kombat 1 environments, which to me are some of the best environments I've seen in a game recently as far as fighting games go.
yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go that I don't know if it'll be that in depth with the backgrounds as much as MK1, but they're definitely they're gonna be pushing for a different kind of overall aesthetic, I guess, in a way. But just to kind of touch on Virtual Fighter a little bit back to the history of it. That game came out in 1993 in the arcade. Now, at that time, Street Fighter 2 was the game that was out. 92, that pretty sure that dropped 91, 92. And that was the style. Like everything looked like that. It's just like the more stylized it was, that's kind of what made it look new and fresh, like that's that new shit. But then you saw a Virtual Fighter and it was like, wait a second. But we knew it was coming. Our generation knew that was coming. We seen the old CGI and just that whole take
Yeah.
on the future in the 80s. We knew it was coming. So it wasn't a thing. But the thing is, Virtual Fighter was originally supposed to be a sports game. So that was the first 3D shit that was out for anything, that. And in terms of like fighting and accessibility in arcade, they were so ambitious they were going to try to make a football game like with that, but they couldn't because of the limitations of the graphics. So they're like, well, we got two teams, but we only got one motherfucker on both of them. What should we do with these? Well, let's just have them fight. And that's how Virtua Fighter came up because it was actually going to be a sports game. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. That
That
just
is
blows me away.
that is actually really crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that was a thing. But the game looks amazing, man. I'm looking forward to definitely diving into that one. That one's probably one I'm going to purchase just because it looks amazing. And I'm a pretty big fighting game person. I mean, I was I still the only one I haven't bought, which I know I need to buy at some point, is uh Tekken, the new Tekken. I have not bought that because I was so involved and invested in Mortal Kombat 1 that I was like, I can't. Like I have the previous Tekken game, the one that came out before this. I
Oh,
have
okay.
that game, but I don't have the newest one. And the reason I didn't dive into that is because of my investment into the Mortal Kombat shit. But I have Street Fighter. I got the new Street Fighter. Um, I put that down pretty quick, probably way too fast. I probably put it down way too fast because now I see all the characters they're bringing into the game, which we briefly talked about it
Yeah,
last time, how some of the characters probably shouldn't have been left out. Like, why were they left out? Like, you got classic characters for Street Fighter that weren't even in the base game, which was crazy. But now, um, I don't know if you saw recently, but like this next season of fighters that are coming out, they have two fighters, maybe three even. They have two or three fighters from Fatal Fury.
yeah, yeah. I saw that. I actually ended up. I was playing it last week um, online, and I fought somebody that was using Terry. He wiped the floor with me. Like actually just destroyed me. I couldn't get around a lot of those different kicks and that blazing tornado kick that he has, and then he's got all his crazy power geysers and all that stuff. But for
And
some reason, it's like his range is just insane compared to some of the other. But his range, he doesn't have like the projectile. He's more like up close, with the damage, the energy damage that he does. It's insane. I was like, wow. And my is the other one. My oh my. You know what I'm talking about?
the chick,
Shirano. Yeah, with the fans.
yeah, I just saw the trailer for her because she's not out yet. She's dropping or whatever, right? She's not out
Yeah.
yet.
I
Yeah,
don't yeah, I don't think so.
I
Terry
think
Terry's out.
yeah, I think she's dropping next, or she's like might be the last one in the season that's dropping. But I just saw the preview for her, and she looks nasty. She looks dope. And I heard
Yeah.
that the reason they're doing this is because they're dropping a brand new Fatal Fury game,
Yep. Yeah, that comes out, I think, in a couple months, actually.
which I'm excited about that because I'm old school, man. I fucked with Fatal Fury back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I've been a
Like,
fan too.
yeah. So that should definitely be dope.
Did you know real quick that more history? That's kind of my thing, I guess. But he the original Street Fighter, the designers for that game left Capcom and went to SNK, the original ones for Street Fighter 1. But they designed the main characters like Ryu, Ken, they designed the Fireball, Dragon Punch, all that stuff. They left, wanted to do their own thing because they had plans for Street Fighter 2 that just didn't pan out for them.
Yeah.
So Capcom's like, all right, you guys are out. Ono, I forgot his last name, but he's the director of Street Fighter 2, came in, made Street Fighter 2. We know what Street Fighter 2 ended up doing, made history. But
Yeah.
the original designers from the original Street Fighter game that went to SNK, they made Fatal Fury.
Hmm.
So technically, Fatal Fury is the actual Street Fighter 2 because it's made by the original creators of Street Fighter 1.
Hmm.
But, it's Fatal Fury. It was a different game because it's SNK. And Capcom still kept the license for Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter and then made Street Fighter 2 with a different director.
That's crazy. Yeah, crazy history, bro. That's actually pretty insane. Because I didn't know none of that. I didn't know none of that shit. That's crazy. That's why the fuck you're here, son. Because you fucking know the shit like this.
But that's the thing though, was back then, we saw it. We saw all that as like, oh, this game is supposed to just be a copycat of Street Fighter. You look at he's throwing a fireball. Look, it's a copy. It wasn't a copycat. The moves from those Fatal Fury games were from the original creators of Street Fighter. So that was always their shit. You know what I mean? They just couldn't
Yeah.
use the same words, And if you look at the style, and then they tried to they with Fatal Fury, the first one, it's all about vision with these games, man. And when you look at it, like, what can you bring to the table to make your vision come to life and make it different than, even just the, you know what I'm talking about? It's just that creative thing, man. I don't know. But they're like, let's make this game scalable. So we want
Yeah.
the fighters to go to the front and then be able to go to the back. Like Street Fighter never did that. That's why they went and did Fatal Fury. They had all these other ambitious ideas that Capcom's like, I don't know if that's going to work, guys. I don't know. Let's just get somebody else. It's cheaper. Yeah, let's get somebody else, you know. And it was cheaper for them, but they got, you know, they made history with Street Fighter 2. That
Yeah.
formula, that formula changed everything. Everything. Video games were not the same after that. And
Oh yeah.
that hasn't happened in a long time. I mean, probably the last time before that was Super Mario Brothers for the NES. In my opinion, that was one of those games where it's like, holy shit, you know, going from 2-bit to 8-bit was pretty nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to get that change anymore, like cuz now it's like you get change, but you get like this minimal change because
Yeah,
everything's still I mean, you know, everything now is 4K. I mean, yeah, you get better graphics for shit, you get more realism with shit, whether they're recording it differently or however they're making it,
yeah,
but we're turtling through the next gen of like graphics.
yeah,
It's not like big jumps like it was in those days
yeah.
when you take a giant jump like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if we'll ever see that again, that type of change.
Oh,
Um,
I think we will. I definitely think that you know will be a thing. It might be a long time, or it might be Virtua Fighter when it comes out. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
you never know until the game drops or whatever.
Are
But
you
you know, I
planning
go
on
back.
are you planning on Virtual Fighter? You're getting it?
Oh yeah, yeah. That a lot of those, like I said, they are day one for me. You know, and the DLC and the stuff like that. Pretty much just here, just you guys just take my money. Go ahead. You know, they got it. So you know, but you know, and it's just unfortunate that a lot of those battle packs and stuff like that, they do start adding up. And then, you know, I just bought a $200 fighting game. You know what I mean? Like, I just played, like, somebody added up all the different items and outfits that are in Dead or Alive, one of those Dead or Alive games, because, you know, those have like microtransactions up the ass. It's insane. They
Yeah.
said if you wanted to own everything in this game, it would cost you $5,000. Literally 5,000
That
for
is insane. I'm glad I didn't invest in Dead or Alive because, like, if I would have been invested as much in Dead or Alive as I was in Mortal Kombat 1, I would have spent $5,000. I mean, I'm definitely on a route. Mortal Kombat 1 to me is definitely probably, it's probably a, it's, it's probably close to a $400 to $500 game for me. I have everything. I own everything in the game. Everything.
Wow. I
I
think the
own
most, yeah, was probably like 200 for me, which was a lot, but you know,
I own the, you know, I bought the special edition version of the game that came with the instant fighter pack. Um
yeah, and that was already pretty, yeah, I remember that.
yeah. So I got that from the start. Then I bought the Chaos Reigns upgrade with the battle pack. So I got that. Along the way, I've gotten every fucking exclusive skin. Like I have a bunch of the skins from the seasons because I play all the invasion seasons. I get all that extra little shit. But like on the way there, I bought the fucking holiday fatality pack, which never came back, by the way. So all y'all people
Yeah.
out there that missed it, y'all never getting it because it still has not come back to this day. So you missed out on that. Everybody that was complaining about it, y'all missed out. I have it. So when I fight somebody and I throw out a holiday fatality, like next Roman, when we actually find time to play Mortal Kombat 1 against each
Oh,
other,
yeah, I know.
I'm going to hit you with a holiday fatality, bro. Because they're not even hard to do. They're like one of the easiest fatalities to do in the whole game. And I'm going to hit you with all three of them.
There was what, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas?
Yes. Yeah. I was hoping they would randomly come out and do like even more, but like so many people complain. Mortal Kombat is the biggest complaint game I've ever seen in my life from this giant pack of so-called fans. I mean, I don't want to get into it again because we did it a little last time. I really just want to focus on the upcomings. But I definitely have everything in the game. Like when you play me on that game, I'm just gonna bring out shit that you ain't even seen. Like
Oh yeah.
I have crazy outfits. I got all types of crazy shit. I have every outfit. Like I have all the exclusive shit in the game. But Conan, we just watched the trailer. You saw for the first time right before we got on here. So,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
what do you think from
Yeah,
from your first reaction to it?
yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm definitely excited. He definitely looks like the movie. And as I had to point out to you, man, that's Kotal Khan, you know. And like I said, maybe they'll give him a skin later on sometime, you know. But a lot of those moves were very similar, and I thought that was kind of strange that he wasn't in it. He was a good character in MK11, you know, a strong, definitely a strong character, you
I mean,
know.
there's rumors he might be a cameo. The thing about it is, we don't know the future.
Yeah, but you know,
No one knows the future of MK1. A lot of people said it's dead in the water because of those insiders that came out and gave us three multiple different conclusions that Combat Pack 3 is supposedly not coming. But there was no response from NetherRealm. There was no response from Ed Boon. There was no response from Warner Brothers. No one clarified any of that shit
yeah,
being
yeah,
real. So no one knows what's happening. I think maybe it was a trick to get people to out some shit, and then now they can go back to being the element of
yeah,
surprise
yeah. That
because
looks like
the leaks always come. I'm hoping it's not done. I don't want it to be done because I'm so invested that like I would buy a third combat pack. I would do it because I love the characterization so much.
yeah.
I love the fact that they added in the animalities for the first time in a long time. Um,
That was dope. Yeah, that was man. I'm still going through all of them, trying to see them
yeah,
all.
so
That was really cool.
I'm fully invested, man. I'm ready for it all. Like I want to see everything. Like I want them to bring back all these characters. I want all the cameos to come back. I want 1v1 mode. I want cameo mode. I want all this shit that they were talking about
Yeah,
in these random leaks that never came to fruition yet. And I'm hoping that they all do because I think MK1 can be saved as a game for people that are haters. I think that the
yeah,
people that are haters, I think the game can be turned around and saved to where those people are be like, but maybe not. Maybe they're like, oh, this should have been the day one edition, blah, blah, blah. Well,
yes, yeah,
the thing is now we're where we're at now, and the game is 10 times better than it was day one. They fixed things, so pussies shut the fuck up and play the fucking game. Is all
yeah.
I'm saying. It's still an amazing game. Get over it. Stop
Yeah.
talking your shit. Like I'm sick of it. And like some of these insiders and content creators I like, but they're annoying when they just jump on the bandwagon train.
Yeah, they're not keeping it. Yeah,
I
they're not
I
keeping it real.
I like the people that are still like, I'm a fan of the game and I'm still following it and I still love it. And that's me. I still love it. I'm still a fan of the game.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't give a fuck about all the quirks that happened early on. I don't care if there wasn't online lobbies. I don't even give a shit. I barely
yeah.
play online. I like the story mode. I like all that extra shit. The only people I play online is friends. So I'm not trying
Did
to
you
be
play?
some super combat legend or no
Yeah.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Did you? Now you played a lot of the Towers of Time in the last one, then, right?
So I played a bunch of towers at time to unlock fatalities and shit like that, like when they had
Oh,
those
okay.
or exclusive skins. But this one, I have played all the bonus towers. I've not played a lot of towers at time as far as building up to get the weekly or
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I haven't done. That's just a lot of work. I haven't done that because I'm not jumping in all these towers to do that. But all the exclusive towers that
yeah,
gave you shit like they had like four during Christmas, they had
yeah.
four during Halloween, and they gave you all exclusive skins that you can only get for those or pallets or whatever they were. I did all that shit, all the extra bonus shit,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
just like they have they had a ghost face bonus. They had a
Hmm.
Cyrax Sector Noob Cybot bonus to where if you played those, you got different cards and shit like that,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like for
Okay.
the character. So like yeah, so
Yeah.
there was that shit that you could get unlocked. Um,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, I'm hoping that these next two characters are not the end, man. I'm hoping that we get more. I hope we get a cameo, another cameo pack. I'm hoping we get good news that Combat Pack 3 is not officially over and it's still coming. But if it's not, it is what it is. But I'm definitely looking forward to fucking with the Conan shit.
Oh
Uh
yeah.
he looks super fresh. Um, for people that watch the trailer, curious of your guys' thoughts out there. I like I said, I'm on board with it. I'm on board
Oh
with
yeah.
the with Mortal Kombat, so I always go back and fuck with it. I might actually dive back and finish uh the reboot of season 1 Invasions because that's what's going on right now in Invasions. It's a reboot of season 1. So if
Oh
you
really?
so if you didn't finish season 1, you can go in
Yeah, yeah.
and
Oh cool.
you can redo season 1 right now. I mean, it's only on for a little more, like a few more
Okay.
days, but you can go on and get it and get that special scorpion skin if you didn't get it. Plus, there's a lot of new additional um palettes and shit in
Is that
the.
that's not the Hanzo skin, right?
Yeah, it
The
is. It's
one.
the Hanzo skin. Yeah, with the scorpion
Yeah,
face.
yeah. That's yep. All right, I'm gonna have to try to get that one. Definitely.
Yeah, so that's out. That's there right now. I mean, if
Two.
you grind it, bro, if you grind it, you probably get through it. But you're gonna have to grind it like real soon because Conan could drops next week. So
Next
I
week.
don't
Okay.
I don't know how many days are left, but if you actually go in and you grind it, you could probably get through all of the mesas and get to the end one and unlock the scorpion skin. It's not super hard, not super long. Um,
Okay.
but you got to grind it. Like you
Yeah,
could you
yeah,
could finish it in one day, but you got to grind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not
yeah.
like it's not like you could finish a mesa in under an hour. The mesas don't
Okay.
last that long. You can finish a mesa in under an hour. I think there's six. I think there's six mesas.
Oh,
Something
okay.
something like that. Scorpions in the six mesa. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, you can finish it in under that and get those exclusive skins for the people that want to go back and replay that season 1 and then the replay of season 2 is coming out. The thing that's cool about it is the replay is happening um and people complained about Invasion season 1, season 2, season 3 because they weren't fully built the way they're built now. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah,
now they have different games, different things you can do, different ways to find treasure, different palette shits, different ways to go back and unlock shit. So it's cooler now because there's different methods of going through invasions now as opposed to what it was before. It's
yeah.
not
That
as
sounds
it's
cool.
not as it's not as different or easy. Like you can map it and find your pathway through and then you can do like the combo bots or the duels or there's all different types of different shit in there now that wasn't in
Yeah,
it
yeah.
from the jump off. So it's kind of
Oh,
cool to
okay.
see that. But
Yeah,
yeah, Combat League is back. I don't give a shit about that because I'm not an online player like that, so I don't really care about the professional league or the professional combat league that's coming back for like a season. Like I don't give a shit about that because I'm not gonna
yeah.
dive into it. I don't really care. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it, man.
Two more characters, right? It's gonna be
Yeah,
Conan and then T-1000.
T1000 is all we have left right now on the table.
Yeah,
The last time Ed Boon made a statement on anything about the game, he said, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have more cameos." And then there was like rumors of these cameo packs where Chucky's gonna be in it and Invincible, and there's all
yeah,
these there's all these rumory things which I hope actually come together because Invincible as a guest cameo and Chucky as a guest cameo would be amazing.
yeah. That'd be
Um,
cool.
yeah, I think those would be dope. I don't really use the cameos. I mean, they're there. I'm not a master combo smith, so I don't really use them like that. I mean, I'll bring them out maybe randomly to use some random shit, but
Yeah,
I just like that they're there. So if I wanted to do a cameo brutality or fatality as opposed to the regular characters' fatalities or animalities or brutalities. I can do theirs too. Like
Oh yeah, yeah.
like one of my favorite ones still to this day is Striker's main brutality. Have you ever seen Striker's brutality?
No, I don't
So
think
here,
I have.
so here, grab you and shock you with a taser, right? And then when you do the brutality on it, here, grab you, shock you with a taser, step back, pull the gun in your face, and blow your
Oh
brains.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Now that you
insane,
described it. Yeah, yeah.
insane. Yeah, I love it.
Now,
It's
yeah. Now, even if they don't drop any more characters, and let's just say that what they have is what they have, they're going to bring out the last two, and then that's going to be it. I mean, they still have. If you look at the player select screen, they still have two empty boxes on the left side and on the right side on the bottom. There's still room for two more characters, which I think should be because I remember they talked about it. Sonya and Kano playable.
and those were the rumors
Remember
for
that? Yeah,
and those were the rumors recently with these insiders that came out that they are going to be included in Combat Pack 3.
that there's that Sonya and Kano are still on the table.
Kano and
Really?
Sonya are supposed to be characters because they're going to be involved in, well, if it all comes together still and they don't completely scrap it from the table,
Yeah.
there's going to be a third story expansion, and Kano, Sonya, and Jade are going to be all story characters that we get with the next story expansion. And then there's going to be I probably three or four more characters that get added to the combat pack. So with the story expansion, you're going to get the originals,
Yeah.
Kano, Sonya, and Jade, from what I heard. And then there would be more uh, characters. And from what I hear, we would finally have been getting the Michael Myers, which everyone's wanted for years.
Oh yeah. He's definitely got to be
Um,
in one of those.
so I heard that was going to be a thing. Um, you know, I mean, just think about how dope that would be, a fucking Ghostface versus Michael Myers match. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. And they're the only ones that will be able to pull it off. I mean, in Mortal Kombat 11, they had RoboCop, Terminator, and Rambo in one game. Like that's just
And I don't
insane.
even
You
think
know
and we didn't even know we were getting RoboCop, right? Like we didn't know that because
what?
Terminator was announced, right?
Yeah, I think Rambo was the one that was like a surprise.
Where like nobody knew he was coming.
I,
Did everyone know though when like did everyone know ahead of time that we were getting RoboCop? I didn't think that was a thing.
that I'm not too sure, but I think after Terminator, they're like, oh, it's RoboCop, and then yeah, I mean they got all three of them in one game. That's just mind-boggling to me. So yeah, when it comes to like, well, actually, now that I think about it, MKX had Predator, Alien,
Leatherface, right?
yeah, Leatherface. There was a couple other horror, you know.
Because what
Jason, yeah, Jason was in that one.
was
Freddy
Jason
was
in?
in,
Freddie was
yeah,
in 9, right? Freddie
yeah,
was in
Freddy was
9.
in nine. Jason was in MKX. So Jason, Alien, Texas Chain. That's just crazy. It's just a crazy matchup. But that got everybody thinking too. Hey, it would be cool to have a Hollywood movie monster fighting game. People have done it on PC homebrew style, and they've actually been pretty cool. There's some pretty cool attempts at fighting games with Hollywood, characters. But
Yeah.
that's it's not the same as the way NetherRealms does it for sure. They put
Plus,
magic on that shit.
I mean, plus it's so like the game's so beautiful now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
like
exactly.
when you play MK1 on like a 4K TV, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
it's insane. Like
yeah.
the graphics don't even make sense. How
Yeah,
clear
some of
the
it.
graphics.
Yeah, you don't even think it's really necessary on somebody. I play on the Series X, and I've noticed like some of the detail is just insane. Like when you play on like the what was it, the Cage Mansion? You know how you can play a day, night, and then I forgot there was another third variant. But on
There's a Halloween variant.
the Halloween, that's it. On the
Yeah.
day one, like if you get the right angle where the sun is in the background and you get the right light, uh, not a like a lens flare. And I know this is just like a graphical thing, but I'm very like visual with this. And I'm like, and I didn't think like, why would they need to put that much detail into it? Like you can see when you like do an attack and the blood flies, you can
Yeah.
see like a shine of light on the blood drops, like a little shimmer on every single little blood drop. Like, why is that detail there? And then you can see it like from when it's in the air, you see it land on the floor, like in the exact area. Like it's just insane.
Yeah,
Why is that detail?
when they were explaining the on the combat cast, when they were explaining the breakdown of the Conan character, they said that they went into so much detail with Conan, as opposed to even some of the other characters in the game. They went into so much detail with Conan the Barbarian that if you look close enough, every part of his muscles move. Like they went into so much detail that it's so realistic that every muscle moves when he swings the sword or hits you or kicks you. So like people that pay attention to detail like yourself, like
Yeah, yeah,
if you look at something like that, like your notice in the Conan character, the way that they built this dude is they made it so realistic and to Arnold's Conan likeness that every single muscle moves in
yeah.
Conan.
It's nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy amount of detail that
Yeah. Like the fact that they can do that is crazy. And that's the thing. Like I said, man, like the haters, how can y'all hate when you don't even know what goes into creating all this crazy shit that they're doing? Like we've
Oh
not
yeah,
seen shit like this before. Like I remember when people were complaining about that they had to pay for the holiday fatalities, and they were like, "I'm not paying for a fatality. It's just a cutscene." Yeah, a cutscene that took how long for
yeah.
each character to be created, bro? It doesn't take 5 seconds. Like, how long did it take to create that shit using every single character? And now you got
Oh yeah,
new characters and you have to put them into those fatalities so they match. Like you have to do all these things. Like that's the thing I don't think the people in I know they just want a flawless game. I know that's
yeah,
how Mortal
yeah,
Kombat people are. They just want a flawless game. They want to be able to jump in. They want everything there that should be there for them, and they want to play and blah blah blah. Like I've never
yeah.
seen such a big group of whiners in my life
Oh yeah,
for any game. I've not seen it, and it's crazy because before I buy games, I always look at the small reviews from people, and people bash so many games that I think are dope. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, you don't like this game? And they're just like bashing it. And then like the super classic games, they give like 5 stars and they'll be like, greatest game of all time. I can play this forever and blah 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 and
oh
da da da
yeah,
da da. And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm over this game. Like I don't even want to play this no more. So
yeah,
like, yeah, it's a classic game and it's cool and you can go back and play it. And yeah,
yeah,
it
yeah,
might have classic like the classic fucking playmanship and all that shit. Like that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
But like, come on, man. Some of these new games, man. Like, are we gonna see when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out? Are we gonna see a giant flock of haters, or is everyone just gonna be like, this is what I've been waiting for?
yeah. That's tough, man. Everybody has been waiting, but I think it's definitely going to be a good. It's going to be a good mix, and I think Rockstar is very well aware of that. They're trying to keep up with that. I don't know if you saw that they re-released the trailer again in higher higher definition, better textures, better resolution. I don't know if you saw that.
I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I don't know, exactly when they dropped it or what, but
I mean,
yeah, it
it
looked
looks
phenomenal.
amazing. It
Yeah.
looks in fucking sane. Like,
Whatever they show it is was early. That trailer that they showed before was actually, I mean, not super early, but obviously
but
once
even
they
that
enhanced
trailer
it,
was crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, that's the golden egg, man. I mean, that's what everyone's waiting for. Everyone was waiting for that to drop. They've been waiting for years. I mean, they've been fueling Grand Theft Auto 5 for like 10 years or something. Like,
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
like is that
Like,
how long we've been waiting?
yeah, you know that Grand Theft Auto never came out on Xbox. It never came out on Xbox One or Xbox Series S or X, and it never came out on PS4 or PS5.
So that's
They
how long ago the game was made.
Yeah, it came out on 360 and PS3.
Yeah, that's insane how long
So
it's
the,
taken.
and that's the last time they made a Grand Theft Auto game. Like a lot of people are like, it came out on the PlayStation 5. Yeah, but that game
Yeah,
is
because
that's
now they
over.
just remaster and re-render,
Yeah,
right? So like
yeah,
now
they just kept
it's
doing
just
that.
upgraded quality. So
Yeah,
like now
and that's
we're getting those graphics. So we're not getting a game made for those graphics. Now
yeah,
we
no,
are. Now
yeah. I'm
Grand
just
Theft Auto 6 is made for that new generational shit.
Yep, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's strategy. Like Rockstar has a strategy, and when they made GTA 5, it came out on the 360 and the PS3 as those systems were like at the end of their life cycle, literally. And in a way, it kind of like rejuvenated them, but then it's just
Mm.
like that was the end of their life cycle because you knew that they designed or they were working on the next technology on the next hardware. That's why there's no 360 game that looks like Grand Theft Auto 5. Like when
Yeah.
that came out, that was like, what is this game? And then you're going flipping between characters, on the fly, even though it had to load, but still it doesn't matter. Like that was never in a video game before like that. So, and it's just like they're like, okay, well, let's just wait until the end of the console's life cycle, bring it out, and then we can milk that shit out for 10 years. That's exactly what they did. And that's what they're doing with this one. That's why it's going to come out at the end of the life cycle of the Series X and PS5 so that it has the new life extended right away in the next generation. And then into the next one, they can finally like, yeah, we might bring 6 or 7 out, but but I thought about that. I'm like, that is crazy that it never came out on the last two console generations. It missed them. Xbox One and the Xbox Series X. Two console generations that GTA.
It
Well,
is.
GTA is going
It's
to be on the Series X now, but
it's super crazy because have you seen are you a racing game guy at all?
oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
So like the new Forza looks amazing. Um I played that game and
Yeah, yeah,
that game being made for the new gen systems, right? Because that came out X and XS, right? That
yep,
came out on the X.
yeah, yeah. Forza Horizon, the newest one
The
is
new
yeah.
Forza Horizon's crazy too. Like I love that joint.
Oh,
Like
Horizon.
both,
No, but you're talking about the circuit racer, right?
yeah. Forza
For just
7,
Forza
7.
Forza 7. Yep.
Yeah. So Forza 7 and then Horizon. Both of those are crazy. Like Horizon, bro. Horizon's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like and I love that that one was on the Game Pass because that
Yep.
game is insane.
There's always
Even
something new to see. When you're driving around, there's always something new to see.
yeah, driving around, new shit to see. Cause that's Hawaii, right? Hawaii? No, Mexico. Mexico.
Mexico, yeah. Then the
Yeah.
last one was Australia.
Yeah, there's crazy shit in there, bro.
Yeah, I was just
Um,
driving through a jungle and just like
cause you can
dodging all
find
these trees.
cause you can
Yeah, and then
find
all of a sudden
the pyramids, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and all of a sudden I ended up at the pyramids. I'm like, wait a minute, what's this?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah, it
crazy.
was pretty dope.
And the amount of cars that are in there. I always in the Horizon games, I always love to try to find the barn cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep, yep. I
And
always try
then
to smash all the signs that I could find. That's always the
which
best.
are everywhere.
Yeah, I
Like a
know.
hundred. There's like hundreds of fucking signs everywhere. But yeah, those games, the racing games are fun, man. Yeah, lots of games coming. Obviously, this is only episode 2 of Crack the Code, man. Yeah, If you're just checking it for the first time, like I said, the previous episode we talked the brand new Indiana Jones. We also talked Mortal Kombat 1, Ghostface, because that was recent after or before that one. Um, and yeah, we talked about games we were playing, and now we're switching and we're playing new games. We're on all this new shit. I think Roman may have inspired me to dive into the RoboCop game at some point.
Oh yeah.
I have wanted to play it. I might have to dive in and fuck with that. Have you tried? You're not big sports, but have you tried the Undisputed game yet? Have you played the
No,
boxing game?
no, that one I haven't played yet.
It's
I
cool,
am a
man.
huge, yeah, I'm a huge boxing fan. I have played UFC 5 though. They put that on Game Pass.
UFC 5, I bought when it first came out. That game's amazing because you know what's cool about UFC 5 is they constantly update all the fighters. Now there's probably like
Oh,
300,
cool.
there's probably like 200 fighters in that game now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how many fighters are in the game. And I was like, wow, you get all these just on, even on Game Pass. But yeah,
And and
definitely a
and
step
that's
up.
and that's one of those games where you don't have to buy DLC packs for them. They just put them out for free. On their updates, they give
Oh,
you
cool.
new fighters for free.
Wow. And then people still hate EA for some reason.
The
That's
only thing that you have to purchase money for in UFC is if you want to buy throwback likenesses from classic
yeah.
event shit. Like if you want to buy Conor McGregor from back in the day when he first started in the UFC, his short pack and what his body looked like back then or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you have to either unlock that some way or grind the fuck out of the game to get coins
Oh,
to
okay.
unlock to buy it and unlock it, which it takes forever to do that. Or you do the money transactions and you buy fucking coins to buy the likenesses that you want. But there's so many likenesses in the game now that you can buy and purchase from classic characters. Like I saw, shouts to Anthony Pettis. I know he's from the Milwaukee area, but I saw Anthony Pettis's WEC version where before he had the tattoos of his, I don't know if that's his parents on his chest. I never actually asked him, but he's got
I think so.
the two figures on his chest, and those tattoos weren't there when he was fighting in the WEC, and they have that variant of him as a fighter in the game that you can buy if you build up enough points, or like I said, if you use the money transaction, you go and buy the shit. But other than that, bro, they just keep feeding you new fighters for every like if you
Oh,
follow UFC, if there's a new event and an up and coming fighter,
they put it in the game?
they're put that fighter in the game and give you that shit. And special shout out real quick. We're talking UFC real quick. Special shout out to Clay Guida. I heard he got dropped from the UFC roster. It's a legendary fighter. He's been around forever. I've always followed him, always liked his fighting, liked his style. I guess recently what had happened was he came back for a UFC bout. Dana White was hoping that he, in his mind, would choose to retire after this fight because he's been around for so long. That's what he was hoping. And he did not even want to talk about retirement or any of that shit because he's hungry. He's always been a fighter to the end, to the bone. And Dana White dropped him after that. He's no
Oh,
longer on the UFC roster.
what? Wow.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
I
didn't
guess,
know that.
yeah, I know you, I mean, I guess you can't piss off Dana White. Just ask Mark Hunt. Shouts to Mark Hunt. We had him on a podcast on Siphon Ed Chat. He talked about his lawsuit against the UFC just for trying to get a fair fight. And if you watch our episode with Mark Hunt, you will see all the bullshit he's gone through just trying to fight uh, the monster that's behind the UFC. Like you're not going to win any of those fights easy because they have so many people behind them that will fight you back. So, you know, but like I said, shouts to Mark Hunt, shouts to Clay Guida, just since we're talking UFC. But since you're a big boxing fan, man, I would highly recommend Undisputed, man. It's
Oh yeah.
definitely the best boxing game out right now until EA Sports gets back off their slow pony ride from fucking Fight Night. What was the last one? Fight Night Champion.
Yeah, I love that one though.
It's
It's too
such a good
awesome.
game, such a good
Yeah,
game. But it's been so long since it's been out,
yeah.
so hopefully we get that back because from what I heard, Mike Tyson is fully under contract with EA Sports, so he is not allowed to be brought in unless some contract will be voided or something. So he won't be in Undisputed. You won't see Mike Tyson in Undisputed because he has a full-fledged solo contract with EA Sports. That's the only fighting company that he can be a part of in the boxing games.
Wow. Hey, I remember when he had a license with Nintendo for a while. Remember that a long time ago? And then they took him out of the game because of that
Bro, Mike Tyson Punch Out
scandals.
was one of my
Yeah.
favorite games of all time, bro. What are you talking about? That's one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Fucking Mike
Classic.
Tyson Punch Out. I could play that. Man, not long ago, I was chilling in fucking Rambunctious's bedroom in Louisville, Kentucky, playing motherfucking Mike Tyson Punch Out. He didn't know I
Yeah, that's
still had
awesome.
the skills. I have the skill. Bro, I'm in it.
You had the skill
Yes,
until you
bro.
got to King Hippo, probably.
No, bro. I fucked up King Hippo. I
Did
know the
you? All
specials.
right.
I know the specials in the belly, son. Right in the belly, son. I know the specials of King Hippo, son.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
he destroyed me last time I played, and it was
Fucking
like,
glass
yeah,
Joe
nothing
gets
wrong.
smashed on.
Boy, yeah.
Fucking all that. What's to do with the rose in his mouth?
Oh, yeah. Is that no, not Soda Popinski? I forgot his name. The guy with the rose. I forgot.
Yeah. All those. The only one that was kind of tough is like Piston Honda and like Piston Honda's brother, or whoever the fuck that is. Like you got to fight
Oh,
Piston
yeah.
Honda like 2 times or something.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah. I don't
nasty,
think I
nasty,
don't.
nasty.
I don't think I ever beat that. Actually, I don't
I
think I
ne-
ever beat Tyson.
I
I
never
got to
beat
him.
I never beat Tyson. Tyson always fucked me up.
Yep. Always.
I could never beat him. I hit him a few times. I never even knocked him down. I don't think. I don't even think I ever
No.
knocked Tyson down.
I did knock him down once, but that was it. He came back, and I was just done. I was on the floor. You know, because if you can't avoid those uppercuts that he does, you're done right away. One of them just takes like half your power bar. You know, yeah, can't do it. And then
He has the special uppercuts, right? So like he'll
yep,
come in and he'll do like a combo of uppercuts, and
yep,
it's hard as fuck to avoid. And if you get hit
yeah,
with one, you're done.
yeah,
That's pretty much what it
oh, yeah,
is, right? Yeah.
yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, I just thought that was funny because he was under contract with that, and then yeah, hasn't had one since then until EA picked him up. You know, that's
yeah,
crazy.
but still, don't let that knock you from checking it out, man. All the
Oh yeah.
other amazing fighters are in the game: Tyson Fury, Dante Wilder, Usyk, Roy Jones,
Oh cool.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, uh, tons of there's just tons. There's tons of
Yeah.
classic people in the game that you could fight with, and also brand new and newer fighters that you could fight with. Tons of arenas. They already updated it once. They got a download pack out there, which I know everybody wished that the download pack came with Tyson, but like I said, the reason it didn't have Tyson in it is because of this contract shit. Because Jake Paul is in it, and I wanted to beat Jake Paul's ass with
He's in it.
Tyson, bro. He's in it.
Oh wow. Okay.
He's in it. It's the first pack that they came out with was the Problem Child pack, and it was him, and it was the other two fighters that fought. Did you watch the Tyson fight?
Yeah.
So did you watch the whole event or just the Tyson fight?
Yeah. I ended up missing the women's boxing match. I
But
missed that one.
but did you watch the fight before the women's? There was like a
Yeah. Yeah.
match before. So those two fighters got put in the game in that
Oh
Problem
cool.
Child pack, so they're in there. Um, They didn't put the chick that fought the champion though. The other girl that fought against the champion, she's not in there, but the champion's in there.
Oh okay.
And then like Clarissa Shields is in there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Um,
that's cool.
yeah, there's a lot of crazy. There's like a whole. There's two divisions of women. I think. I don't think there's three. I might be wrong. There might be three. There two or three. But there's like a lot of dope divisions in there. Like the boxing game is just fire, man. Just going
Yeah.
in and
Cool.
fighting. So, like I said, if you like boxing, I mean, maybe wait for it to go down in price. I'm sure it will at some point, like all games have. Maybe wait for it to go down in price a little bit, and then maybe pick it up and cop it. But
Yeah. Cool.
it's definitely the best boxing game out right now. I still dabble in that game too. um, Now that college football season ended, I kind of stopped with the college football, but college football was an amazing game. I look forward to next year's. Right now, I'm actually looking forward to. I don't. Are you in the you're not into wrestling like that, are you? You into wrestling?
Not as much. No, the classic stuff I know, but not anything recent.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to the new WWE 2K. It's even more
Those
crazy.
graphics always they always look
The
dope. They
graphics
always
are
look
even more crazy now than the last one. I don't even know. I was like, how can this get any crazier? And they found a way
yeah.
because like now it's even more crisp, more real. Like they showed a side by side of this year's 2K24 Liv Morgan, and then they show 2K25's Liv Morgan. It's like this looks like a real fucking person.
Wow. Yeah, that's good.
So it's like they just keep upgrading shit. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
look cartoony at all anymore. Like the characters just look
Yeah.
like real as fuck. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I look forward to that because they always add legends in there that you can fight with, and
Oh, that's cool.
they got the
Yeah. Yeah.
legendary entrances for all these wrestlers. They're always there. So yeah,
Cool.
that's always a fun one, man. I know, like I said, you're not into it as much anymore, but it's always a fun game to play, man. If it's ever on Game Pass, I would highly suggest it.
Yeah. Cool. Definitely.
But yeah, this has been dope, man. You got any more? You got any more input on the games before we wrap it up?
No, but I did want to show you. You were talking about figures earlier, and I don't know if you ever seen this one. I still got it in the box though, because I didn't want to take it out.
Oh shit!
Did you ever see that?
I've never, and that's dope.
And there's the figure back there.
That's super dope. When did that even come out? I didn't even know that was a thing.
I forgot what year it was. My brother got it for me as a gift because he knows I love Killer Instinct. That's like that was my shit when I came out.
Mm.
That too. Now that one was kind of in a weird limbo between Street Fighter and Virtua Fighter. I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy.
But
I
Killer
totally
Instinct
forgot.
was the first king of combos.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
That's
combos, the biggest combo string ever, I think, was what, Cinder? Wasn't it like a 100 hit combo or something, like 99 or
yeah.
something?
I almost thought it was Orchid, but I think it was Cinder. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he just turns into a little orb, and then the orb is just like whooping your ass, and then he comes back to him, and he's whooping your ass. Yeah, that was just
Yeah, I
yeah, that was
never knew how
amazing.
to do any of that shit. That's
Oh,
the thing.
really?
Like I never knew how to do any. Like I'd be at the arcade playing Killer Instinct, and if I would play against someone that was good, I'd have no chance in the world because I would never be able to put like I could pull off maybe a five six string. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
would never be beyond 5 or 6 strings. I know Killer Instinct was like the king of combos. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
I failed miserably all the time. Um Speaking of Killer Instinct, there was relation to Conan the Barbarian. People said that he reminded people of Tusk. I'm not aware who Tusk is.
Yeah, Tusk. He was in Killer Instinct too, but yeah, he was pretty similar. And then he was in uh the Killer Instinct that came out for the Xbox later on. Very similar. He was similar to like a Kotal Khan type character, but
Yeah, because
yeah, that's
that's a
crazy.
relation that was out there. But yeah, that's dope. You got that
Yeah.
figure, man. If I was able to move my camera, I would take you into the den of my crazy fucking thing.
Someday,
I
man,
have
for sure.
so many fucking
Oh,
things.
I know, man.
I recently got the new Mortal Kombat MK1 Sub Zero figure. You want to see it?
I didn't.
Hold on, I'll go
Yeah,
grab it.
yeah, yeah.
Hold
I
on,
didn't see that
before
one.
we get out of here, hold on, I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. So obviously, at one point, I'm gonna do a Denku's toy chest of this, but
Oh, nice. That's cool, man. Wow. You're gonna
yep.
take it out of that or no?
To yeah, I probably will to do the
Yeah, that's cool, man.
just to do the toy chest. I probably will. I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
I never intend on resale of any of my figures. I mean,
Man, that's nice.
there might be
Yeah.
some that I might do resales on, but a majority of my shit I don't ever plan on reselling. Like I own them. I'm gonna probably do a Denku toy chest, so it makes even more worth out of it. But um, at some point, I'm just gonna have a giant display room of
Yeah,
like
that's
when I
cool,
get it
man.
all in order. I mean, I have a shelving unit in there now, and I got a bunch of characters out on the shelving unit, like the Juggernaut, the Abomination, Red Hulk. They're all out.
Oh, cool.
But like, there's a lot more I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
How many of those MK1 characters did they make like that?
That's the only one. It's the only one that's out so far. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it's the only one they made so far. I'm waiting for.
That's dope.
I'm assuming they're gonna have more because there's a lot of dope characters in there. But
Yeah.
yeah, this Sub Zero's crazy, bro. Like it's like
It looks right out of the game.
and they got. I mean, I know you can't really see it, but like over here is the detachable arm that
Oh, yep.
has the frozen skeleton spinal cord
Oh,
that
that okay.
attaches.
Yeah.
It attaches onto this arm, so instead of the uppercut frozen, it's the arm holding the frozen
Yep.
skeleton.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
I don't know if you ever saw the. Have you seen the Storm Mortal Kombat figures? They're very expensive,
No.
but they're very good. They're very good figures. They usually come with a lot of different parts and pieces and detachable things, and then they come with a fatality version or variant with it to where you can take parts of the figure off and then put these other parts on, and there be them performing the fatality or a
Oh, I didn't see it.
fatality on someone. So they have like they have a scorpion one, they have a Cyrax, there's a Kintaro, Goro, um man, Sub Zero. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, but they're like very very well done. They're all probably 200 or more. They're very expensive figures.
What was the Liu Kang figure that came with one of the special editions? You remember that? It was like a 3D printed, or I don't
Yeah,
remember exactly what it.
so that was a statue. That was a statue piece that you can get with the Liu Kang
Yeah.
and then the dragons,
Well,
right?
yeah, that's different than what you're talking about. These
Yeah,
other figures.
so these are Storm. So here, let me or wait, let me do the outro. I'll bring it up. We're talk a little bit after this. Let me bring it up and I'll show you.
Okay.
But yes, everybody, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. This has been another edition, episode 2 of Crack the Code. We talked a lot of dope shit today. We talked Virtual Fighter. We talked the upcoming Conan the Barbarian release in Mortal Kombat 1. We talked fucking my addiction to Red Dead Redemption. We talked about Roman's transition from Indiana Jones over to RoboCop. We talked
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of history. Roman's got more history than I've ever known in my whole life on video games. It's super dope to have his insight on things. So
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Crack the code. We got a lot more episodes coming for y'all. Hope y'all appreciate this to the fullest. And we will catch you next time on Crack the Code.
Game on.
All right, man. Peace.